make sure we're live. Let's rock out for a second though. Memories. First kickback battle. That was amazing. Welcome to the stream. Make that we're live right here. Loading it up. I think we're live. Wait for a thumbs up. See if that's getting a peace sign. And it looks like we are live. All right. Hands up. I'm ready to go. What's going on, everybody? So, welcome to the live stream right here because, ladies and gentlemen, we're having the second version of the RC-505, especially the boss RC-505 Loopstation edition of the Kickback Battle 2021 right here on Swissbeatbox. What up? Now, I thoroughly enjoyed everything that happened in the first Kickback Battle, and I thought that the level was so incredibly high. I'm so excited that we get to go in and bring this back again for a second edition. And first and foremost as well, happy RC-505 Day, everybody. Yeah! I hope you guys had some coffee. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody tuning in. Welcome to the live stream right here once again on Swissbeatbox. My name is Scott Jackson, hosting this right around this round table that we have. Before we start off, though, just want to go and see what I'm looking at this chat. People are freaking out in the chat. People are excited. I'm excited too. So once again, super special edition of the RC-505 Loopstation edition with this Kickback Battle. I'm so excited that we're going to go and have another version of it because the level was so high in the original Kickback, and I can't wait to see what everyone brings. So before we start off, I'm just going to go ahead and hand it over to the main man himself. We're going to get Pony to go and jump in here with a little bit of an introduction. So ladies and gentlemen, head of Swissbeatbox, give it up for the one, the only, my friend and yours, Paponi. Give it up, come on.
Yo. Thank you so much, Scott. I appreciate it. Well, first of all, thank you everybody for tuning in today. Happy RC-505 Day. It's a pleasure. You know, it's the 5th of May. It's such a cool date, and it's also such a cool day to have such an announcement today. So I appreciate it. Thank you everyone for being here in the stream. Thank you everyone that is tuning in. Thank you to our members. Before we go into all this and we explain you a couple of things, I just want to have a short expression of gratitude. I think that's very important. Always be nice to everyone, right? It costs you nothing, and it's time to have such a moment right now. I want to give a big thanks to Boss from Japan, this company that invented the RC-505 Loopstation. You did a lot for us in the past, and I want to say thank you in the name of the beatboxing scene. I'm proud that Swissbeatbox started back in the year 2013, the beatbox Loopstation battles, and I believe it started a career for many people and for many artists to come in and develop themselves and have a career, which is life, right? And that's really important, and I feel like it's time that we take in a second to just be appreciative to that. So what the RC-505 did for the scene is huge, and we should not underestimate how powerful it is. So first of all, Boss, thank you very much. And we have some really good examples here. We have Ritmind in the chat, and we have Inky. Hello to them. I want to give a big shout out first to Ritmind, who is the last champion of GBB from the physical event that we had in Warsaw back in 2019. I want to say thank you so much for your contributions that you did in the Loopstation world, in the looping scene. I know you're running also a very successful career with Barry One. You guys are doing really cool things. It was a pleasure to meet up with you last weekend, but I just want you to know of how amazing you are as an artist and how you are a game changer. I really appreciate it, and I just want to let you know that I wish you all the best. Thanks. From the bottom of my heart, that you have a great future and that all your dreams come true and that you always stay a looper, because you said you're just a looper, but you need to know you're a very good one, you know, and I believe you deserve a lot of respect. And I really want to say also in the name of Swissbeatbox, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're a genius, and I'm looking forward to see what you're going to do at GBB and anything else that is coming up. Much, much, much love to you. And for you, Inky, I know you've been in GBB as well, and you did some crazy stuff, with the loops and how you develop yourself as an artist in the world. You are a geek, you try to find out a lot of things, and it's all so strange, but there is also a logic, and I think you are an amazing artist, and I believe the looping culture gave you a lot of energy and also helped you to shape who you are today, and I
Yeah, that's
believe
true.
I believe you are an amazing artist as well, and many, many beatboxers should look up to you. And I wish you also all the very best for your future, and that you keep doing cool tracks, and that you just help the beatboxing scene. Thank you for everything that you're doing in Russia. I remember you invited us to be at the championship, the last one that happened. It was a great experience for us as well. We came to understand that the Russian beatbox community is super, super strong. So, besides that, you are actually an amazing looping artist, producer, and beatboxer. You're also an organizer. Thank you so much for everything that you're doing. So, to both you, Ritmind and Inky, happy RC505 day. We
Thank you.
also have Sinjo here in the call. I want to express my love and friendship for you, brother. I am very grateful. What is happening today, is also coming from your plan and from your mind a lot, when it comes to judging system, finding judges, doing the time and the schedules, everything goes through your mind, and you're investing so much energy, and it's just beautiful to see that you're developing and growing as a human being and as an artist. I'm happy to walk side by side next to you. It's an amazing journey that we have together, and I obviously wish you best of health and all
Same
the
for you,
best
bro.
too. Whatever you do, you're an amazing human being, and I'm just very grateful to work with you together. Much, much, much respect to you, and thank you for everything that you're doing.
Thanks, man.
And
Same for you.
thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, much love to you for real. And Scott Jackson, thank you for being always our host, always trying to be here. I know it's early in the morning for you. It's not so easy. You're drinking coffee still. That's like already a few hours for us ago. But you're doing the podcast every single week for more than a year right now, and you're helping so many beatbox artists to, you're like the beatbox detective. You could be also a beatbox police officer. You know everything about everyone. You investigate about people so they can give the best, and share their stories. It's super, super nice that you're doing this for us and on Swissbeatbox, obviously. So thank you so much. And I look forward to see you all at GBB. And I just can say much, much love and respect to all of you guys. And obviously, shout out to all the loopers in the world. Today is your day, so you should be proud and you should feel special. But obviously, also greetings to the entire beatboxing scene, to all the fans. So I'm
Are
sending
we are
you
we
the best
are,
possible energy.
are we missing someone?
We are
Oh yeah,
missing
we
one
also
person.
have Saro, but Saro had to cancel, guys. So sorry, but obviously a big shout out should go out to Saro. He won GBB in 2017, and obviously he helped so much also to change the game of looping. He hyped it up so much, and it's also our most successful video on YouTube is him and MB14 at GBB 2017 in the semifinals. He's busy, but he will be there in the next stream for sure. Forgive that he's not here with us today, but he's also an amazing personality, typical French person, amazing, amazing artist. He's doing great stuff, and I wish him for all the project that he's doing also all the very best. So happy RC505 day to Saro. Everybody in the chat, if make some greetings for Saro, write out happy RC505 day to Saro because he deserves it.
So he didn't
Yeah.
just so you guys know, he didn't cancel being the judge. He just wasn't able to make this live stream. He's still one of the judges for the event, so don't worry, guys. Just in this stream, unfortunately, he couldn't make it. Go send him a message on Instagram and tell him how disappointed you are that he didn't make it yet.
Hey now.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Be nice. Be nice.
Well said, Aaron.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, once again.
All right,
the
Scott.
pony.
Back to
The
you.
pony right there. Wow. Gonna crush that button all the heck on my RC505 right there. Come on, everybody. I know you're sitting with yours as well. Everybody's sitting with it. But once again, yes, we are joined today with 2 out of 3 of our judges. So big ups. You've already done the introduction, but I'll just go ahead and give it one more time. the one, the only Mr. Headshot. Give it up for Rhythmine. Also with Dr. Strange himself, man from Russia that's just been crushing it. And make sure you check out his tutorials. Give it up once again for Inky. And I forgot to mention, definitely go on Barry Wham and check out the new track they just dropped to streaming on all platforms. Make sure you go support the boys for that as well. And we're also joined by the one, the only man behind all the sound, Sinjo in the place to be. So Sinjo, big ups to you as well, my friend.
Big ups to you, Scotty.
So again, we are sitting down talking about what's going to be happening in this Kickback Battle 2021 for the Boss RC-505 Loopstation Edition. And just so you guys know, once again, there'll be 8 wildcards going out, just like the first Kickback. And the way this is going to be picked is we have our judging panel, a steamed judging panel, elite judging panel from across the world, and we'll be giving as it happens, we'll give out 8 wildcards after the wildcard season. And I know that we just had wildcards for Grand Beatbox Battle, but I know that you guys have the energy to go and make another wildcard because you don't want to miss out on this battle specifically. There's some secret stuff that we'll be saying and releasing more details with, but you guys don't want to go and miss out this battle. It's going to be super crazy. Once again, 8 participants from around the world, and they'll be battling it out over 2.5 months, going back and forth, and we'll be figuring out who is the actual champion at the end of it. And we'll find out again who is the actual winner, ultimate winner of the SBX Kickback Battle 2021 Boss RC-505 Loopstation Edition. There's going to be a seeding round, quarterfinals, semifinals, brings us to the finals, and all the battles are working the similar way that it did for the first Kickback Battle of one person puts out a call, the other person answers, there's a response, back to that, final response, we pick a winner, and we'll be going also having many live streams throughout to go and discuss with our judges their decisions, getting some reactions from people, being able to watch the videos together and see it in real time, what you guys can go and have some comments on it. So make sure you're in the chat as well. And I forgot to mention this, but throughout today, you guys got to be paying attention. Be paying attention because we are going to be giving away not 1, but 2 RC-505 to somebody lucky in the chat. So pay attention. Make sure that you're watching. Yeah, that's an opportunity for someone to go and learn how to loop, improve their looping, get the opportunity to work with the RC-505. So we're giving away 2 RC-505s today. So make sure that you guys keep your eyes and ears peeled. And once again, we'll be starting the wildcard submission. I do believe we'll be starting today, actually. They're going to be available from starting to send in today until the 23rd of May. So make sure that you guys keep that in your minds that you have from today to the 23rd to get your wildcards in. Once again, 3-minute round. Make sure that your video is not longer than 3 minutes and 30 seconds and you upload it to YouTube. But everything you're going to need to know for all the description of how to go and enter will be online at Swissbeatbox.com, just to make sure that you guys know that, as well as the previous video has all the details you need that Pony put out when he put out that information. So I could go through this whole thing, but it's a very, very long-winded, making sure that you guys can make sure to understand things like you can't be lip singing, obviously. You can't be going and faking and putting in different sounds that are not coming from your voice and from your human. And there's some pre-approved devices for your secondary device to go and make this battle work. But there's a bunch of different information that you need to read through very thoroughly to make sure that you understand exactly how to go and enter correctly. But it's open today to the 23rd, and I wish you guys all the best of luck on how many people are going to be getting in. 8 wild cards, and we're figuring out the champion. But right now, I just want to go and shift things over. Ask Rhythmine. Rhythmine, I want to go and know, happy RC-505 day to you. And what do you think you're going to be looking for in this competition? What's something that you is going to make someone stand out in your opinion, and some advice you can give to people that are watching this on the live stream of how to go and win the championship, essentially?
Unmute your microphone, brother.
Oh yeah, it's better. It's better now, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. Firstly, I'm really happy to be here, and thanks to RC-505 too, because I think it will be a great kickback battle, and yeah, I think it's the opportunity for every looper to take their chance, because I know it will be crazy. The level is amazing, and it's the moment to make a battle, because we can't have shows, we can't meet together in the real life. So it's important to continue to make this kind of events possible. So it's the moment to make a elimination for all the loopers.
I agree, man. And I'm happy that this event is happening, especially that we can't go meet up right now. Excuse me, currently, but at least we have RC-505 kickback battle to go and look forward to, and to have some more content coming out and seeing new faces come into the competition, seeing new people take it to new heights. So happy to have you on board as a judge, though, for real. And Inky, I was gonna ask for you. I know that you tuned in and were watching the kickback battle. How do you think that from the solo to the loop station, this idea will transfer, in your opinion?
I think it's pretty perfectly transposed from solo to loop station. The concept is really awesome, and the idea is really, really great, because, you know, current times is great opportunity to people to participate in kind of battles. That's really amazing. So yeah, it's transposed pretty well.
100% agree. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
And Sinjo, can you put in there? I know that you're going to be giving out, last time with the kickback battle, there was a microphone, DPA microphone, and interface that came along so that everybody would have an even playing field. And is there something going to be done similar to that? You don't have to go into specifics, but is there something similar that's going to be happening with this battle?
Yeah, much exactly that. So I'm not going to talk too much about details at the moment, but it's going to be a definitely exciting journey. I'm looking forward to it.
Make sure that you get that coffee on your end as well, my friend.
Oh man, I need it. I'm so tired. we've been killing ourselves with the whole GBB wildcard situation, just organizing the list for the judges. It's been a hell of a journey. So yeah, I need to catch up on some sleep for sure. But I'm so happy to be here right now. And I was gonna ask, maybe you wanna let the people know in the chat what the first, how we're gonna give away the first loop station. Give them some time to come up with some details. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm interrupting your flow. I'm sorry, master host. Please.
No, man. No.
Yeah. So I'll leave it up to you to tell the people in the chat how they can win the first loop station of the day.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first RC-505 giveaway right here on the Kickback Battle 2021 Loop Station Edition live stream. All right, a lot of build up.
Wow. I love it.
Oh! Are we just going to go back and forth?
Wow! 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 Wow!
Oh!
All right.
Headshot on my, oh my god. All right, but ladies and gentlemen, once again, on the back to the serious, we are giving away 2 loop stations today, 2 RC-505s to some lucky viewer, and the first one will be given away in this fashion. I want you to think of the best question that you have to give to either Rhythmind or Inky or both of them. You have to go and figure out, for the first one that we're giving away, the best question selected by our team in the chat that I will ask on air right now to one of our judges will receive an RC-505. So start thinking about your questions. Don't spam the chat with a bunch of stuff, but think of your best question, and that is up for interpretation once again of the team that's going to be going through the list. But make sure that you guys start putting in your questions now, and I can start asking our judges. And one of the lucky winners out of that, there will be one lucky winner for the first RC-505. The second RC-505 that we're giving away, I'll talk to you in a second, right after we get the first one done.
Well, I think we're going to do that one at the end of the stream, so you must stay tuned till the end of this live stream if you want an opportunity to win the second one, guys.
100%. Yeah, I was going to say too, Paponi, who else has been working with you to go and build towards this kickback battle specifically? Can you name other companies that are helping out to make sure that this thing is run as such a high quality of the first kickback battle?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I want to thank the whole Swissbeatbox team, Sinjo, that is working just so hard, making rules and setting up everything with dates and times. You have to understand this is going to be difficult. We're gonna start the kickback battle in the end of July, and it will end early October. You need to map this out, you need to plan it out, and you need to communicate with the judges. Are you free to do all the live streams? Will it be possible for you to be here and there? And then we need to sort this out. This is a lot of work. So first of all, thank you, Sinjo. And then we also have Juliana and Rachel, and we have Hideful for the live stream, and we have Jack Nasty, we have Trungbao with the graphics, and we have Austin that helps Trungbao with the graphics. There's an entire team behind of all this setting it up, but we also have, again, Richings Media on board that is helping us out. And we do have an official timekeeper this time. And we believe, you know, Scott Jackson is our official timekeeper, but we want to intensify these feelings a little bit. And I think that's worth it, the announcement. When you watch sports, you can always see that there is a watch. And since we had a few issues in the past with our timers at GBB, I want to say sorry, Alisi, forgive us on this. And the year before, we also had a little bit of an issue with the timer. This will never happen to us again, and therefore we organized a watch. It's a watch brand from Switzerland. We will introduce you properly to that. And during the kickback battle, I want to say you can win as a fan a Swiss watch, and the name of the brand is called Fortis. They are a pilot watch. They're also in space, and we have some really cool announcements coming up. If you're curious, you can go and check out Fortis. It's a Swiss watch. The first place of the kickback battle will also win a Fortis watch, but there will be also a giveaway for a fan. And Scott Jackson will represent one in the stream, so you can see what this brand is, and we will have our official timer supported with Fortis, and I think it's necessary that we do that, and we will explain you over the upcoming weeks more why we have such an urgent request that we are working on timing. I mean, beatboxers need to be on time, right? But beatboxers are also sustainable. A watch is also sustainable. There's a lot of bridges. We will explain that, and we kindly ask everyone to respect that, and we want to build hype. And our giveaway will be a watch, which I think is something very personal. And for the kickback winner, it's going to be nice as well. And yeah, so we are very grateful for this collaboration. And obviously, we're going to work with Boss, and Boss will provide a looper to everyone. You know, it will be sent to you. It's going to be brand new. You will enjoy that. So we want to say thank you, Fortis, thank you, Richings Media, thank you, Boss, you know, and obviously we're going to also ship again a DPA 2028 microphone to every participant, because we are still believe that DPA is a top-notch microphone also for looping. We can definitely chat about this more, because I know with looping it is a little bit different. Sinjo could speak about this, but also Inky and Ritmine could talk about this. But we would like to have this opportunity where we are sending you a lot of stuff again. Obviously, the first prize will win $2,000 again. The second gets 1,000. And we're doing a small final where the third place will get $500. So it's worth it to invest it. You get a lot of new gear. You can win something valuable as a watch, and you know, it's about getting your studio set together the right way. And you will have also the amazing experience to work with Sinjo to help you set up the sound. And you will have also then the opportunity to work with Inky, Sauro, and Ritmind that can give you feedback or collaborate with them through their judging process. So to everyone that is watching right now, good luck. Really, all the best of luck with the wildcards. Starts today, ends the 23rd of May at midnight. Don't be too late. Challenge the judges, make them happy, make them curious, so this contest will become very exciting.
Get those wildcards in, guys. Come on.
Yeah, man, I'm excited to go and see wildcard season start up again. And I'm also excited to go and see, so make sure we got Fortis to keep us on time. But we're going to go and get that happening. We have a few good questions that are starting to pour in. So we're going to go and get to our questions. There's a bunch of questions because people want to win this first Loop Station. They're also interested to go and talk to you as the judges. So I'm going to go and start reading through. I'm going to start reading through a bunch of these questions.
Wait a second, Scott. Aaron, you have something to say? Apologize.
I just wanted to say we got Jack Nasty in the background. He's going to pick out the best one. In the meantime, I think it's a good idea, Scotty. You can go through and ask some of those questions like you're saying. Sorry to interrupt you. I just wanted to give a shout out to Jack Nasty in the background there, who's going to pick out the best question. I mean, I feel sorry for him. There's so many questions coming through. The chat is going
Greetings over to New York.
crazy. The chat is going crazy right now. So you guys are putting a whole bunch of great questions in there. We can only pick one, unfortunately. So good luck to Jack, who's going to pick out the best question. But in the meantime, Scotty, I think maybe if you can keep up with the chat.
Oh, I'm keeping up. I'm going to keep up with the
you can
chat.
catch some.
We got a few questions right here. So again, the ones I'm reading out currently have not been selected as a winner as of yet, but we'll be announcing that later on. So make sure that you keep your questions going. And even if you have one in already, keep asking more questions. First question is from Condor Beatbox, and a question to Rhythmind and Inky. I'll post it to Rhythmind first. He wants to know, do you think it's fair to have one participant having two devices and the other one with one in a battle? What are your thoughts on this?
It's okay for my mic here. I think it's fair because it's only about musicality. It's not how to say. You can win. I won GBB win one device, but with metronome. I know, but you know.
Uh-oh.
Wow. No, but you know you can make music with only one device, and you can have two devices, and if you don't make real music, it's not good, you know. It's it's sure you have more possibilities with two devices, but you can do something with only one, I guess. I think
it's fair to say.
Can I say something really quick?
100%.
Just, Sinjo, how is it for the wild card with second devices? It's allowed, right?
Yes, it's allowed for second device. I'd like to expand on what Rhythmind was just saying, because I think sometimes limitation can breed creativity. Like when you have endless possibilities, you can sometimes get stuck trying so many different things. You never actually make music. You just play around with effects and crazy things. But if you can only do so much, it sometimes forces you to be as creative as possible with what you've got. I know from producing, when I had like many different plugins running and stuff, I would sometimes not actually make music because I'm sitting there just playing around with settings on different ideas. But when I only had this much, a perfect example is the kickback intro. I was only able to use 8 wildcards and take the samples from there. And because of that limitation, it forced me to be really creative with that. So I think what Rhythmind was saying before, more options doesn't always mean better.
Exactly.
That's true.
It's what you can do with the options you do have. And sometimes it can actually make you more creative. So I think people's idea of the fact that an extra device gives you more advantages, it's not 100. It's the wrong way of looking at it in some ways, you know.
Because there's a metronome in the RC-505. Yo.
Yeah.
So
Your English is so much better than me. Your explication was perfect. It's exactly what I wanted to say.
And I would like to add that's like there is no magic button on if you have a second device, you also need to apply your skills to create something. So that's fair.
Yeah.
And a kind of follow-up question that Shazam, big ups to Shazam as well. Go check out his channel.
Shazzy.
Jeez. Another question that he had was following up, and I'll post this one to Inky first. Will you be judged different for using an extra device, in your opinion?
Overall, no. But I will keep in mind what like participant doing. But final result is more important. I think this is my point of this.
Agreed. Rhythmind, do you have anything to add? So if you see somebody with a second device, does it make you judge them differently?
Your microphone is disabled. Yeah, your mic is muted.
No, sorry. Yeah. Wow. It's okay. No, I don't think so.
So you wouldn't.
I think you have to judge the same for both, you know. yeah, like it's like the other question. It's only about creativity, and yeah, I think it's the same for both.
Fair enough. And I guess again, it's hard to be a judge. Life of a artist judge right now. So you guys are gonna have hard decisions to make. Another question. We're gonna go with Ballistics is in the chat. That's a good
Oh, what's
question
up,
by him.
Ballistics?
Big ups. He's
Yo,
put
yo.
out some crazy stuff too. He says music has evolved over the past decades, but it's hit a point where it's plateaued. Do you believe that the loop station category can be the catalyst that launches music into a new era? Now that's a big question for anybody to
I
go and
love it.
grab, but we're gonna go and put it to Inky first. And
Okay.
so and we'll
that's
say
really,
I'll
really-
say
Yeah,
in
it's
his
really,
opinion.
it's really interesting question. But damn, I need to think more about it. Maybe read mine collaborate first. Oh, he's having some troubles. Okay.
I mean, maybe Sinjo and me could say something about it. I mean, for me, it's from a general standpoint, because I'm not a looper and I'm not that active as a beatboxer, but I'm working in this field, and I just believe there will be always more ways to explore with modern technology and ways how beatbox is developing, how there are solutions for people to make a living out of it and do music. I think looping and with the devices where it goes direction of being a producer is like one really important aspect that should not be underestimated. But I mean, that's just one path out of many. That's my opinion. So you got to watch out in what possible directions you can go. I mean, again, you can also go hardcore in a cappella, right? And just be successful there, or you could go also into the direction of comedy like Freddy Beats is doing it, or you could go into direction of tag teams like Mad Twins are doing it, or just like Dilo in solo beatboxing, just to point a few out, or Berrywam is a good example. They just dropped a new single, Give It Up, go check it out, so you understand where music can go. And I believe we should work on all of that in order to create more opportunities and possibilities.
Yeah, well
But
said. Well said.
maybe for the loop aspect, it would be nice to put some emphasis on and focus.
Okay. Anything to add on anybody's end there? Anyone else?
I think it's like, yeah, for me, it's a really great point of view.
Shame on a looper who want to try to run game on a loop. Anyways, let's go with another one here.
Shout out to Fire Bros.
Another question here. This one is for Inky specifically, taken from Fern. So Fern asks, what MIDI controllers would you recommend for controlling second devices / loop station, as this is now allowed in the new rule set?
I think like there is not too much of them which supports 5-pin MIDI connection to LoopStation. So the first few came to my mind is which I'm currently using is Novation Launchpad MK3 Pro, and another one is Arturia BeatStep. And these both controllers are supporting like 5-pin MIDI out, which you can plug inside your loop station. And the great thing that they do have like full mapping system. You can assign any value to any knob or button, and then you assign this to your loop station, and you're good to go. So I think better to keep in mind that like your MIDI controller should have like ability to program itself and to send the MIDI signal with a 5-pin MIDI connector. Or you can use, I don't know, I think it's not will be allowed to use because you can use your phone connected with OTG USB and use application to control MIDI inside your RC-505. But it's a different
real?
story. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you could do that.
What up, Swish? Sorry.
Inky's getting wicked deep there.
Yeah, the geek is coming out. Tell us all your secrets now.
No.
You have to go to subscribe to his channel for a couple more of
And
those.
buy
things.
his coursework. Yeah, go buy his coursework. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, actually, it's there. You can find it.
Maybe at this note, very quick, Inky, explain about your coursework real quick. What are you teaching people? Where can they buy it?
There is like three different types of courses. One is like kind of my Inky Knoptage, which are, showing you 10 lessons which you can use to create like hundreds of combinations, which are still not using by not many people on the looping community. Another one is how to produce your live looping set to a full track to release somewhere. It's like a basic knowledge how to operate with DAW, how to record your per drums looping sets, and etc. And another one, if you're a beginner, just how to start your foundation in using RC-505. So there's three courses. Yeah.
Nice.
And where can they find it?
Oh, it's you can find in my Instagram, just link in bio, and there is like everything
It's
you need.
inky.beatbox, his Instagram.
Oh yeah, Instagram, yeah, inky.beatbox, yeah.
Exactly. And maybe on a quick note, you can also follow Ritmind. It's just Ritmind on Instagram, also on TikTok. He's doing great stuff there, so go check it out. And maybe Scott, before we go back to you, I just want to give very, very quickly a big shout out to all our YouTube members. As you know, we're trying to collect members at this times when we're doing streams. So if you ever feel inclined to become a member, you want to make us happy, especially me and Sinjo. If you want to put us into heaven, become a member. It costs you $1. You can also become a legacy one. That's like a little bit more, but we appreciate anyone that is coming to this point to help us out. We want to build community. We want to do things for you. And if we get enough, obviously, I will maybe in the future drop a little freestyle for you, but not on the loop station. All right, back to you, Scott.
I like it. So yeah, make sure you guys go and check out all that stuff he just said. Make sure you become a member. All the good things. But we're going to get back to the questions because there's so many questions coming in, and this is going to make it very hard for our good friend to go and figure out, Mr. Jack, how to go and find out who's the winner is. A question from Rizul Kalra. He's going to go and ask, do you think loop station artists should just focus on making good music, or should there be counters and callbacks like the kickback battle? So I'm going to go and put that one to Rhythmind first. Do you think it's good for there to be an answer and have a flip for when it starts around, like it would be in real battles for this kickback edition?
I think at first you have to be focused on music, but I think it's a bonus if you can counter your adversary. I don't know in English.
Adversary.
Oh, but yeah, adversary. I think it's a good point if you can, because you don't have a lot of time, but it's easier than in live because you have maybe, I don't know yet, but 24 hours to respond. I don't know. Yeah.
Wow. Yep,
I don't know.
Hours.
Yep. I don't know yet. Yeah. So
same as,
I think
exactly the same as the kickback.
Okay. I think it's a good idea to make it, to have more points.
And do you think that because it's online, to follow up that question, this is not what they asked, but to follow up, do you think there's going to be stuff that like with where it was B-Art and D-Lo and B-Art with the hat taking it back and had the like visuals because you're making a video? Do you think there's going to be a space open in this kickback battle for people to go and not only answer through the RC-505, but with visuals as well, because they're doing video?
Yeah, I think if you add visual, it's a bonus too, because if you can make good music, you can respond, counter your adversary, and have a good visual. It's perfect.
Yeah, I could agree. Yeah, I could agree. Like if these all criteria are executed very well, it's of course it's really great, and you'll receive much more points. So yeah.
Do you guys think there's some like, not that you're gonna want to give away any ideas, but what would be something that, how far do you think people can go with it when they have the availability of 24 hours and making a video of themselves, and actually being able to take the take and drive themselves a little crazy going again to get it perfect? But how far do you think people are going to go with visual stuff and counters in the battle, in your opinion, Inky?
You should keep it strange.
Ah. Let's go.
Hey, I don't mean to interrupt. I just want to jump in and just say to everyone in the chat, guys, we're not taking any more questions. We've just got the word from Jack. He's going to look through the ones that he has. Yeah, he's going to look through the ones that he has, and he's going to pick out the best ones. So thank you to everyone who dropped an awesome question in the chat below. We're going to be announcing in the next, I guess, give him. How long should we give Jack to find this?
You have 5 minutes, Jack. In 3.
Let's give him a little bit of time. In the next 10 minutes or so, we'll announce the first winner. But for now, thank you to everyone who dropped a question in the chat. You guys are crazy. You dropped just a flood. So yeah, we're not going to be taking any more questions for the. I mean, please, if you have a question for us or for the judges or for Scotty, drop one in there. But it's no longer going to be counted in the giveaway for now. So thank you to everyone who dropped one.
And besides that, you all wrote out questions. Thank you also for following Ridmine, checking out the new song of Barry Wom, and following Beatbox, buying his coursework. And we just got 2 new members, so
yeah,
maybe I'm just saying very quickly, thank you Pinkish, you're a basic member. Thank you Jack Morgan. This really makes my day, even though it's already a great one because it's RC-505 Day. I'm very, very, very grateful for your contribution. Thank you so much.
You made a very happy man sitting in St. Gallen, ladies and gentlemen, so thank you. A question that I want to go in, there's so many questions here, but a question that I think I could ask somebody named Shrek Wazowski. It's going to be, okay, a question, not vodka related, okay? What do you think about sounds not made by the mouth? For example, snapping, hitting the chest, should they be allowed? So I'm going to post this one actually to Sinjo. So people making into Loopstation, you know, stuff like this. Is that allowed in this competition?
Yep. It's anything that can be created with the voice or the body. It just has to be triggered through the mic. We've had some experiments. That was a bit of a controversy back in the day, but I think it's fair. I mean, the core of the whole thing has to be around beatbox, obviously. But theoretically, you can get creative with it. I mean, Mando did some crazy stuff with that back in the day. I know a few different people have been experimenting with that. It's another that you can get crazy with the mic and see what you can come up with. The main thing is that it's the body, the human voice, the human mind creating this music. So, yeah, you can get away with that kind of stuff. How good it's going to be and how the judges will receive it, that's up to them. How good the music is that you make.
Okay, and the question again from Shrek, because apparently he keeps wondering if he's drinking vodka, so he's been doing that with him every time he drinks water. Anyways, so Shrek, you're gonna have yourself a heck of a day, my friend. Another question is for somebody named Don't Mess with the Rhythm. This question is for both judges, but I'll go and post this one to Inky first because I asked Rhythmine last. So, will remixing a song cut points in originality, in your opinion?
I think no. If it's really well executed, that's good. You're good to go. Like, why I should cut points if it's cover? It's really sounds good. It's pleasant. It's technically good. It's always will be good. So yeah.
I want to jump in on that a little bit. I think it's how you do the remix. So if you're a cover, like if you're doing a 1-to-1 cover that's identical to the original track, and you might not gain the biggest points for originality because you're literally just copying 1-to-1. But if you do a cover and make it your own and make it unique, that could give you more points in originality, for example. Yeah. So I think it's how you execute it. To be honest, on its own, doing a cover may not lose you originality points, but if it's really an unoriginal cover and it's just, hey, you're just doing the song, you're gonna not score as higher points as if you can take that track and make it original and make it unique yourself. I think it's down to the execution of it.
Yeah.
Rhythmine, what do you?
Oh. Yeah, I agree with that. I think it no cuts point for me because if the execution is perfect, I'm okay with that. Yeah. That's it. That's it.
True. Well, again, people, it's up to you to go and figure out if you want to put out original stuff or you want to go and take somebody's tune out there, make it your own and remix it, or do it as close to the song as possible. And that's up for the judges as well to decide on the basis that they're going to have throughout the criteria created by Sinjo. But he's going to answer this right in.
I would love to add to that. I think a way of looking at it is more, you might not lose points, but you would definitely gain points for doing an original song. You know, so you would score higher in originality if you're going to do something much more original than if you necessarily did a cover. But again, you could take a cover and make it so unique and original that no one did before, even though it's a cover of a song. It was you, like you did it in such a different way. So that could get you originality points as well. I think it's really down to how you execute the whole thing. And yeah, it's a lot of discussions about these criteria are such a hot topic, and finding the perfect system for a subjective art form is such a difficult process because we're trying to fit music and art into a sport format, you know, which is a complete paradox in a way.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because music is, in essence, subjective. And, you know, you can build these systems as much as you try to make these guidelines, but it's going to end up being affected by the judges themselves as well, like their opinion, their music taste, what they like to see. There's so many variables, there's so many subjective variables, but the best we can try and do is create a system that is as objective as possible, and that's what we're trying to do here, step by step.
Well said. It's a hard thing, and again, everything's up to. That's why we have such an elite panel of judges. That's why we have the top in the world that are going to be on this project for the Kickback 2021 Loopstation Edition right here. Another question we have before, because we're about to go and figure out who won this, but we have a very deep question here for Inky. Inky, this question's coming in from Nikhil Anup, and the question is, how did you manage to create such a dark and electric style? And also, how can you tell when you have reached a point at your career where you can manifest your own style?
Oh, that's a really interesting question. I think it's like the way of trial and errors. You know, you need to just, you know, if you will watch my old videos somewhere on YouTube, it's like looks very, very bad. But I just tried to continue in this way, and it evolved, and became what it is right now. So it's just, you know, finding your way with trial and errors, as I told before.
Very well said. And again, a style unique to your own.
Yeah.
And actually, I just found out right now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. We have a winner for the first RC-505. So, wow! Let's go and find out together.
It's me. So I can do a beat once on the machine like that too. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, so the winning question, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for all your great questions, but we're actually going to go with. I'm going to see how much air he has. I'm going to let him go all the way to the top. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for once again, Nikhil Anup. You just won yourself an RC-505 loop station for asking the question, how did you manage to create such a dark and electric style? And also, how can you tell when you've reached a point in your career when you manifest your own style? Give it up for him right there.
Hey.
Congratulations. Wow.
Yeah,
So one with an inky question.
Inky question.
It's rigged. It's rigged.
Oh, let's not say that. It's a hard question. So, ladies and gentlemen, Nikhil Anup in the chat. Make sure that you talk to our team, and I'm gonna make sure that they just send. I saw them just put it out right there, so they need to go and
show us
the conversation.
Instagram.
Show us the Instagram.
You need to write your Instagram in the chat. You might get bombarded. I'm sorry, but that's your problem, not mine.
Well,
we're gonna reach out to you, but you have to write your Instagram handle in the chat, or your Twitter handle will work as well. Congratulations, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is our first winner, and it is, once again, Nikhil Anup. And if you need to go and put on in the chat your Instagram tag, and we'll reach out to you, and you'll get yourself an RC-505 and start your Loop Station career. Maybe you'll jump on because you watched Dinky. Maybe you'll jump on and go and buy his courses to go and get yourself started. You know, with candy. Wow. Let's get into this.
Wow.
The second.
Really quick question though. Okay. No, Scott, you go ahead. That's just saw a question from Shazam when it's about the judge criteria, but we come to this right afterwards, maybe. Scott,
Okay.
keep it going.
Oh no, man! I'm just here. You jump in when you need to, my friend. If you allow me, I'm just gonna go ahead and say we have a second RC-505 to give away though. And this question.
Wait. We're holding that off to the very end of the stream.
I know. I was building anticipation. I was gonna say we have a second one to give away. You know, like you don't just you gotta tease a little. All right.
I literally thought you were going to give the question away to people. It's like, oh, wait.
No. We're here for the fun stuff. Go on.
My bad. I'll stop interrupting the master. The master host.
All right, let's go and ask. There's a question from Shazam. Let's go and see that question there, Paponi. What's the question?
Sorry, bro.
I think it's for Sinjo to answer. Will judging criteria be released? How we're going to handle this?
If you go to the website, it's already there. Well, it should be. Let me double check before I make a mistake.
Shazam, just to answer your question, yes, it will be. So you will be able to find it. And liebe Grüße nach Berlin.
Here we go. So we
Yeah.
go to the Kickback Battle 2021.
Alter.
Party, yeah.
It's all there, guys.
Cool.
So, yeah,
So
ladies and
Shazam,
gentlemen.
go back to your own old workplace website. Check it out.
Mm-hmm. And keep your questions coming in, even though that if you didn't have the winning question, keep the questions coming in because you've been some amazing questions so far. And just to go and reiterate the point that if you do want any information on judging criteria and dates and pre-approved secondary devices, make sure you go to Swissbeatbox.com, and it should be up already for you guys to go and actually look and see the dates and everything else you need to know to go and get into this battle, because wildcards are currently open to the 23rd. So I'm going to go and ask some more questions that we have from our audience. And let's go with another question from Harshvadan GM. This question, I'll go and start off with Rhythmind. How difficult is it to compose new tracks with the Loop Station? How long does it take you, and do you take inspiration or ideas from different sources? So I'm just going to go and put the first part of the question. So when you're making a new track, a new round, a new piece, how long does it necessarily take you, and how often do you come up with something new in your opinion?
It depends the track, and sometimes I think it's the same for all the loopers. Sometimes it's really natural. You find something and directly, in 1 hour you finish the song, And sometimes you find something and you stay blocked 1 week, and it's really hard. And I think to answer to the other questions, I think the best inspiration is to listen a lot of music. And when you are blocked like this, it's better to stop Loop Station and just listen music and come back to the Loop Station later, And,
Very well said.
And I think the best tracks for me, my best tracks for me are the track I find naturally, like 1 hour to make a song,
And just bang it out in one session. That's crazy. I like to go and see that. And what about yourself, Ingy? When you're making tracks, do you have an approximate length it usually takes for you to have a piece from start to fruition?
It's also depends, as Readmind said. Yeah, I totally agree with him, and I agree that the input to you is this very important as much as output from you. So you need to balance this, because if you always doing something from you and you don't have to consume something creative inside you, you finally you will be like blank. You have no ideas what to do. And for me, usually sometimes, not usually, sometimes I'm just thinking of genre which I want to create. And then I'm starting from thinking from this point, like, okay, I want to create something like kind of mid-tempo, like 115 BPM, and then start developing stuff from this. Maybe I listen to music which correlates to this genre, and start to develop things around this. So yeah, it's like that.
True. Inspiration and figuring out how to go in through your workflow. Definitely something interesting. And I know that there's more to be said about that. So yeah, go ahead and check out Beyond the Beats coming up. Another question. I want to go and repeat just because we need to make sure that they understand. Nikhil and Noop, I'm posting this out to you one more time, channeling good energy. For you to go and accept your RC-505 with your winning question, you need to go and put your Instagram or Twitter handle in the chat. So once again, Nikhil and Noop. And if anybody knows that person, hit them up so they can go and put it in and get there. If that doesn't happen, we're going to have to go to a second place for a question. So make sure you're in the chat. You got to stick around to the very end to go and actually claim your prizes here. And I wish you the best of luck and hope that you're there. Do we have any more questions here that I'm going to be taking from our audience that were there before? Kind of hard to go through a couple chats at the same time. Let's go with Condor Beatbox again. Okay, Condor Beatbox with a secondary question. We'll start off with Inky first. Goes, and I guess it's open to everybody, but what are your thoughts on a second device called Korg that has a piano on it? It's the one that Galush uses. So
you mean microsampler? If it's about a microsample, I think, which you could sample your voice, and or not this. Sinjo, you're muted.
No, I can hear you, Sinjo.
I can't hear him.
Oh,
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. So the micro sampler is not allowed because it's got a keyboard. Just so you know. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the question was what I'm thinking about this.
Yeah.
Oh.
My bad.
Wow.
But yeah, of course you can use whatever you want if you're comfortable with this. But I could say that this a little outdated device. It's very old and it's not manufactured already. But yeah, it's pretty cool to play with. Even I had this like maybe 4 years ago, 3 years. It's pretty cool to play around.
True. And Rhythmind, have you ever played with a Korg specifically?
Microsampler.
Microsampler?
Yeah.
I don't know this kind of. I don't know if my TC Silicon is it the same or not? I don't know. The
Actually, if you saw enemy videos where he using keyboard where he playing this one.
Okay. I think it's good to create music, yeah. But for the battles, I think it could be unfair if you have only one LOOPSTATION VS versus one who have a chord. I don't know if it's the question, but if I respond to this question, no, it's okay.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Okay, yeah. I think it's good to create music. But I don't know.
That's really the answer to everything.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know in detail. I don't know in English. I don't know this kind of machine very well, so I can't respond. Have a good answer about that.
That's fair enough. No, it's good. It's good. It's a good piece of machinery to go and create music with, but it's definitely. Again, in this battle specifically, like Sinju chimed in, it's not, you can't use it because it has a keyboard on it.
Yeah.
But, or just making music and purposes, it is a good machine to use.
Yeah, for sure. And I would like to add that I think there is still no any like this kind of gear yet where you can live sample yourself and stretch your voice on the keyboard. So yeah, maybe it's really good to play around. And it's
Maybe-
very strange because like technology evolving and we and we still not have this gear. Like, Andres, you want to add something?
No, sorry, I want to cut in. I just want to say Christian Vinata became a legacy member. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Again, I know this is off topic. I'm interrupting. I should not do this, but I want to express my gratitude. It's RC-505 Day. I'm already very happy. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Christian.
True, but yeah, it's if I,
Sorry.
every no, it's all good. Inky, now when you talk, man, like just in passing, if you say something strange, I always feel like there's an undertone. Like I'm waiting for like the like. All right. Man. Okay, and just to announce too, Nikhil Anup is in the chat, taking home the RC-505. Congrats to you.
Hey.
Claimed
Should become
their
the
prize.
next GBB champion. That's the goal right now.
What a story that would be from Kickback Battle, first live stream for the Loopstation 5 RC-505 edition, from the first live stream right here to 2022 Grand Beatbox Battle champion.
Great
We'll see.
story.
I wish the best. I would hope that. Let's see. Do your best with it. Let's go with one or two more questions. I'm just checking through the chat we have here on Facebook, seeing if I can find a few more good ones, because there's a slew of good questions here. Let me see. Is there another one? Oh, there you go. Do you find from Ben Let's Play? I don't know if I've already asked this, but Ben's Let's Play asks, are you going to be judging anything new in the video format rounds that you wouldn't judge in real life? So do you think that this format will there be something that you'll be judging or having the ability to judge through video that you wouldn't in real life Loopstation battles?
Okay, let's go.
I go.
Yeah. You started, you go.
Okay. I think the main difference is the time we have to judge, and we can be more focused on the sound quality. Sorry, and Inky is better than me on that point. So I let you. Thank you.
How
So-
kind.
Thank you. I appreciate this. I think it's like the main point that there will be much more time to watch, and we will be able to to watch something submissions and get back to them to rewatch, and like maybe you miss something. It's not like as instant as you're doing in a live, so you have more time to think, and I think it's pretty good. So yeah.
Yeah, you
And-
can
but
be
the
focused.
difference of my preferences will be the same as for live or for
Yeah.
online battle.
You had another point, Rhythmine?
Yeah, you can be focused on the details more, and if you sometimes in life you can miss something, and now you can you can watch the video one or two, twice, 3 times, 4 times, so you can be focused on all the details.
I understood you said sometimes in life you can miss something. I was like, yeah, that's totally right. I miss stuff in life all the time.
Jeez. Another question for our judges, and this time I'll go and give the court to Inky to start this one, from Naruto Uzumaki. So Naruto
Okay.
Uzumaki asks, what would you give more preference to while in a battle? Better raw beatbox / vocal looping skills, or overall more original art present through the machine?
As I told before, like it depends. Like if you have great vocal skills and it's executed very well, it will be really great, and I will give a high score. And if you know very well your machine and it's also executed very well, you also will like have a high points, high amount of points. So overall, if your final product is great, anyway, you will receive a high score.
True. And Rhythmind, do you have an opinion on this?
No, the same. I agree with Inky. Exactly.
Yeah. Again, having raw talent and coming from other beatbox or vocals, pairing it with the machine and creating great music is awesome. But also starting off your journey with RC-505 and just being able to use your machine and having the knowledge also can lead to similar amazing results. So find your own way, ladies and gentlemen. Find your own way.
Just want to jump in there, Scotty, before we continue. I want to say a big shout out to, we got 4 new members. We got Christian Winata and Jester, who also gave us £10. So thank you so much, Jester. You're amazing. I think you also helped finding one of, I don't know, I saw someone a lot of people thanking you. So you did something in the chat that everyone was loving. So big ups on that as well. It's too much.
Yeah, he mentioned the RC-707, and I saw someone else mentioning we need an RC-808. So thank you also, Loop Beats Records.
Machine with one button, which is doing like.
It's just like basically Beardy Man's Beardytron 5000. You press one button, music is made. Also, big shout out to Kartik S for joining SBX Lite. Thank you so much for becoming a member. You guys are amazing. And Loop Beat Records for becoming a legacy member. Thank you so much, guys.
Sweet. Thank you, homies.
I see a question right here because we're going to go right to Condor Beatbox asks Paponi, how was your trip to South Africa and will you visit again soon?
Yeah, South Africa was amazing. I'm a big fan. I think South Africa makes the best snacks in the world.
Yes, that is a huge call, bro. Damn.
And I'm serious. And I've been into the supermarkets there. It was an amazing experience. I could only recommend to anyone go to South Africa. I met super nice beatboxers there. I love the nature. I'm really sad about the recent fires they had in Cape Town on Table Mountain and on Lion's Head. It made me really sad. It was out of control. I just send my love, just down to everyone in South Africa and to Cape Town. I hope you're doing well. Greetings to Beatbox Immo. Obviously, we're interested to do the African Beatbox Championships at some point next year with Beatbox Immo and Bubo. We're gonna look into this. It's going to be an amazing event. But yeah, South Africa is pretty cool. Amazing wine, amazing food, super friendly people that I met, and again, the best snacks for ridiculously cheap prices. Believe me, it's insane. You go there, you'll be addicted to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, by Paponi. One more question. We're going to go one more question. This is a question that J Miss, I think it's Jai Miss. So Jai Miss. This is a question for both judges. And this is up for interpretation, but the question is, how long will you work with your loop station? So I'm just going to go and ask Rhythmind first. If you have the time during the day, how much time do you spend on your loop station practicing?
By day, it depends the period. For GBB, it was like 5 hours by day, maybe. Yeah, and now it's like 0, 0. Because no, it depends the period. But when I have projects, when I have to, for GBB, it's the main example. Yeah, maybe 3, 4, sometimes 5 hours by day for 1 month, maybe.
Jeez, get your practice in.
Wow.
Training.
And
Inky, how is it for you?
I think it's like maybe also like 5 hours a day. If we're talking in terms of GBB, like preparing. Maybe 9 or 9. Wow! Sometimes it could be 9 hours. But if you're having a headache, better to stop. And I think like 3-4 hours, because you need to remember to train not only your routines but the muscle memory to tweak settings. Like you're not thinking about them, you're just doing them automatically. And to train this well, you need to spend a lot of time. So yeah, it's 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, sometimes whole day, and this every day.
Yeah. Like say, sorry.
No, you go first and I go.
Like say in Key, firstly you have to create music. It takes a lot of time, and after you have to remember, you have to to know when you have to put in where you know the goal is to make your round in closing your eyes. If you can do that,
that's true.
if you can do that, it's okay.
Damn.
I wanna ask something if to Inky and Ritmind, just because I'm just curious. When you both started to work on the RC-505 to make the first perfect loop with the headphones on and the microphone, how long were you sitting until you were like, that's a nice beat, you know?
The first loop,
6 hours, 10 hours, you know, until you had like one perfect beat, you know, that you were happy,
No.
that you are like, this sounds sick.
From the first time.
No, I think it's
From the
not
first time.
Yeah, I think it's not the most difficult. Yeah, I think directly because if you use metronome on the LOOPSTATIon, comment dire, ça corrige. Enfin, ça corrige pas, mais you can help.
It helps to correct you.
Yeah.
That you are in time. Yeah.
I think for me, if we're talking in terms that I just received my LOOPSTATIon, I watched some videos online, and I'm just new to it. I opened the box, and if we like thinking in terms of my current, you know, knowledge and my expectations from LOOPSTATIon, maybe it took me 1 day to create the beat which I like. But it's not necessarily be like great for everyone, but which I was satisfied to do was maybe like 1 day.
Yeah, crazy. Super. I think that's super interesting, and I could ask many, many more questions. But I just adore when I see there is a looper. You know, I have this picture in my mind. Somebody's sitting there and just has the same beat going on and working on it for hours. You know, until it's perfect.
For me,
that's adorable.
Sorry. For me, it was just so it was easy, you know.
Nice. Go. And I saw also Sebastian Dominic became a basic member. Thank you so much, Sebastian. Much love and respect for you. Back to you, Scott.
Yeah, no problem. Another question we're going to go and ask. This one's to Sinjo, and then we're going to go and announce. I'm going to announce how to go and win a second RC-505 in this live stream. So make sure that you guys stay tuned in, because you got to be able to be here to answer something and to be able to claim it. So stick around. But let's go with a question to Sinjo. NXG Bingo asks, can we use the metronome on the RC-505? Because I've seen that some people say it is illegal to use.
So we've had this, actually Rhythmind triggered this controversy back in the day. And now he's left his headphones next to the mic and I can hear myself. Just so you know, Rhythmind, if you put the headphones down and walk away, you need to mute yourself. Otherwise, we get feedback from your headphones into the mic. Always the sound goes. Bloody hell. When does my job ever end? Yes. So it really depends on how you implement it. For example, on a technical level, what Rhythmind did back then would be illegal, I think. Using the metronome as like the main basis for your beat. So you can do it. The best reference is Saro, the way he used it in 2017. He used it for a quick 1-bar thing to kind of make a joke, make a reference. You can use it as like a subtle element in a way to like make a joke or make a reference, but it cannot be a fundamental part of the music you're making. So as soon as it becomes essential to make the beat, it's illegal at that point, because you're using basically preloaded samples to make a loop, and that's illegal. So you can't, it cannot be a fundamental part of the track that you're creating. It can be used as an element to highlight a section, to make a joke, to make a reference, but it cannot be an essential part of the music. I hope that answers your question. I know it's a bit of a gray area. Thanks to Rhythmind for that one. It was a bit of a controversial moment because we hadn't actually set very clear rules around this, and we never thought someone would do that. So he pushed the limits of what we thought. Like we'd seen Saro do it briefly, and it was like, oh, that's really funny.
Yeah.
And I didn't even notice it. When he made that drop live, I was like, this is so sick. And afterwards, one of the judges was talking about it. I'm like, what are you talking about? I was like, that was a preloaded metronome. I was like, damn, oh no, here we go. And then the controversy started online.
Yeah, for me, it was like a response to the second device, you know?
Yes.
It was more a joke than because I can do.
Of course you can. That's the thing. That's why I think in the end it wasn't taken in a way for you to be disqualified, because it wasn't like you couldn't do the same thing with your beats. And we understood that it was a joke, but it was like, oh man, what are you doing? No. So we had to kind of clarify that in the end. But I think everyone's on the same page now.
I hope that answers the question asked. I know that we're getting on in this stream.
I need to really quickly do one thing. I hope you don't mind. I know we want to give away one more looper, but I saw there was one important question also. When are we going to announce the winner for the Kickback Battle wildcard contest? And this is going to happen on the 3rd of June with Ritmind, Inky, and Saro again in the stream. The 3rd of June, 3 p.m. CET, we announced the winner. So on 23rd of May, the contest at midnight CET is ending. So again, for everyone that is interested in doing a wild card for a kickback, it starts today, it ends on the 23rd of May. The winners will be announced on the 3rd of June. See you then again for sure. Yeah. All right, Scott, show us what we have to do in order to win another loop station.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the second RC-505 loop station right here in the SBX Kickback 2021 with post snare in the background. For you guys to go and win this, I need you right now in the chat. You have to go put in order chronologically from the first champion to the last champion, including online champion. I need you to go and put down the year and with correct spelling, the winners of the Grand Beatbox Battle Loop Station Championship. So once again, from when it started, you can say at least
which year it started. Which year did it start?
It started in 2013. It was said earlier in the stream by Piponi, but from 2013 to 2020, you have to name every single Grand Beatbox Battle Loop Station champion in order with correct spelling, including the online edition, which means you had to pay attention. So it's up right now.
I was hoping you weren't going to mention that, because that would be like a secret one. If you didn't catch the online edition, then it would be, oh well. Too late. No, I'm kidding.
And you have to put them down. Once again, you have to put them down all in one answer. So you can't
in
be
one
putting
message,
them in.
Everybody.
I'm seeing this. I'm seeing people putting up one. Oh, people are getting some of them wrong too. 2013. I'm not going to tell you the answers here, but you have to put down 2013, the winner, 2014, the winner, 2015, the winner. Your answer should be about yay long, and you have to do it right now.
I see Hobbit says, what about vice champions? I mean, that
one chat.
Yeah, that would be like one for next time.
Guys, it has to be in one comment in order with the years, because all of you are posting them individually. That doesn't count. So you have to post the full list in one comment with the years and the correct spelling.
All right.
Let's see.
I'm gonna let somebody. I'm gonna let somebody go, and we'll get back to that in a second. We'll see who the winner is in a second.
I see somebody did it.
What?
I saw a few people have done something, but I'm waiting for Jack. I'm waiting for Jack to go ahead and answer it first, but we'll see that in a second.
Is it the first one? Is it the first one that gets it?
Gets it right with the right spelling and the right order in one comment.
I see it. Yeah.
I'm seeing that Firebraz's name was spelled Dadabraz. Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a winner. So, for the winner of our second RC-505 Loop Station, one in this chat, I'm going to be giving it to, and he or she had a question as well that came up. So, the winner is Harshvadran Han. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, GM, but Harshvardhan. I'm going to go and assume that GM. You just won yourself an RC-505. Congratulations.
Wow! What's your Instagram, please? Your
check it out. Napalm's in the chat. He tried to get in there as well.
Oh, Napalm.
Shout out to Napalm. Do you need a new looper, bro?
He was here earlier. He could have had that chance, but we already have a winner, and I need you to be I need Harsh Vander and GM to go and put their handle
And Napalm, you should do a wild card. You should do a wild card too, man. If you have a looper that works. So Inky and Rickmike can judge you hard, you know, that's also a thing that needs to happen once. But yeah, for the winner of the competition, you need to give us your Instagram or Twitter account. Otherwise, if we can't message you, it was all for nothing. So don't miss out on this opportunity. Sorry for cutting in.
They just put their handle in, so it's all good.
Yeah.
So once again, we have 2 wins. We have both winners. We have the first one was, let me see if I can scroll up. We have Nikhil Anup with the winning a loop station, as well as Harsh Varden GM winning a loop station as well. We just gave away 2 RC-505s on RC-505 Day. Yo, what up on Swissbeatbox? Bow, 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 bow.
And I saw Napalm answer. He said he will, but he says his loop station is fuzzy. What does this mean?
Fuzzy.
Rip. All right.
Maybe Hobbit will do it instead. I'm just kidding.
Ooh, we're gonna have a heck of a battle here. Is there anything else just before we jump out and say, because I know there's more questions and more things happening, but we have our winners for our have been selected through our questions. Welcome back again. We'll be on here June 3rd to announce the winners of the wild card. The wild card is officially open till May 23rd with some amazing prizes to win. So don't miss out. Get on your wild cards right now. Start thinking about it. We're right here, 2021 Kickback edition, but a special edition for the Boss RC-505 Loop Station. Before we jump out of here, I'm going to hand things over for last comments, but I want to go and start off with Sinjo, and I'm going to work my way around, ending with Paponi. So, Sinjo, do you have any last comments? Or is there anything you want to go and say? Actually, I'll announce it for you. Ladies and gentlemen, the importance of sound is the entirety when it comes to Wildcard. And if you want to go and have the best sound possible for your loop stations, Wildcards, hit up the homie Sinjo. We'll put some details on the website as well, and you'll have it on his Instagram, which he'll mention in a second, to go and make sure that you go and subscribe. But he is willing to go and master all your loop station wildcards, and for a great price. So make sure you hit him up to go and get yourself a mastered wildcard by the best in the business. But before, I just wanted to go and shout you out. So Sinjo, where can people hit you up? And if there's anything else that you want to go and add to this conversation before we jump off here.
So you can contact me on sinjo@swissbeatbox.com, email, or just go follow me and message me on Instagram, Sinjo_SBX. I usually check all my messages, even the ones that go into the hidden inbox. So if you message me there, I should be able to get back to you. Otherwise, I'm just really excited for this event. I know it's still a bit away. We're going to be starting off posting the videos end of July. Hopefully that's the plan, bar any crazy things happening. But yeah, this is going to be really special. As we said a few times, we can't give you all the details, guys, but trust us when we say this is going to be crazy. I'm super hyped. I can't wait to start working with the artists as well. I had such a fun time working with everyone, including Rhythmind on the Kickback Battle before. I felt really privileged to be a part of this process of getting this crazy music from these artists. And to be honest, Loopstation is probably, I don't want to say it's my favorite category, but it's definitely up there because just the music, it's so much closer to producing, which is where I come from as a background, is producing electronic music. So for me, on a personal taste, I can't wait. And also what we were talking before about Rhythmind, I think we mentioned it, the idea of going back and forth. I didn't even think about that before. This kickback format allows you to get so creative with the loops. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how these loopers start referencing their opponents in the battle. It was one of my favorite parts of Kickback. So seeing that on a loop station format, man, I can't say how excited I am. So yeah, before I keep talking forever, thanks, Scotty. Thanks for having me. Thanks for being the best host. Big ups to the judges, Saro, who's not here. Of course, like he's never here on time.
Saro will all buy us a drink and something to eat next time we meet him. Because we represent him today.
Some South African snacks, please, Saro. Big ups to Inky and Rhythmind, of course. You guys are amazing artists, so it's such a pleasure to have you guys on board. And yeah, thanks for having me. And Papuni, you know you're amazing. So thanks for everything that you do for beatboxing and for having us here. It's such an honor to be a part of this journey. And I can't wait to see what the loopers come up with. So yeah, cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, head of sound at a Swissbeatbox, Sinjo. Working on it. I'm gonna go to Rhythmine next year. Is there, because you were a competitor in the first kickback battle, now you're a judge for the Loop Station. Is there anything you want to say before we jump off this stream that you are gonna give for people putting in wild cards and just overall thoughts?
No, just I'm so excited to watch all the wildcard to judge, because I know it will be sick. And I know the level is growing every day, so I'm so excited to see what it will happen.
Same here, man, and we're happy to have you on board as a judge. And again, during the first SBX kickback, you performed amazingly. So you set a good high standard for people to go in and try to achieve. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, give it up and check out Barry Wem and his Instagram. He's putting out videos, but they just put out a new track. Go and check that out. Give it up for one, the only Rhythmind. Big ups to Sorrow. Again, sad that he wasn't here today, but we're going to be seeing him, and I'm looking forward to having a South African snack and a drink from him. So that's going to be awesome. But big ups to Sorrow overall as well. I know he put out some tracks with Brez recently, or relatively recently, and he's always putting out stuff, so make sure you go and check him out as well. But heading over to Inky. Inky, thoughts, overall things that you want to go and say, how to keep it strange during wildcards, but things you want to go and mention before we jump off this live stream.
Yeah, I would like to wish good luck to all participants. And I think this event, will really push the looping community really, really forward. And yeah, again, wish you good luck. I appreciate to be here. I appreciate Swissbeatbox team, Pipuni, Sinjo, everyone. So yeah, glad to be here and judging you. It's really an honor for me. Thank you very much.
Judging me?
No, I mean,
thanks for letting me be here and judge you.
if you want to, I could. Okay.
Please don't. Please don't.
Sinjo in 3. Nah,
my life is strange enough. Thanks.
Oh, hey now. But ladies and gentlemen, once again, big ups to our last judge, rounding off our elite judging panel. Inky, thank you for being here. Make sure you go on his Instagram, check out his programs that he has for you guys to go and purchase, as well as giving away free information. If you guys can follow along, and if you actually been using your stuff and following from the first times with his tutorials, check out all the tutorials and new music he's putting out. Big ups to Inky, representing Russia. Boom. Ooh. And last but not least, we're going to hand it over one more time to the big homie, Mr. Andreas. Give it up for Papuni. And last thoughts before we get off this live stream, friend.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much, Scott. And thank you so much, Rhythmind and Inky and Sinjo, for being here today in this call. I know you are busy people and you have a lot of other things to do. You don't have to do this, but obviously you care. And I want to say thank you so much for being here with us. We're trying to be a community of support and sharing love and good vibes. This is really important for us. It's RC-505 Day. One more time, happy RC-505 Day to all the loopers out there, but also to all the beatboxers. We value you. We love you. And today it's all about the Loop Station. And I think it's important to understand why we're doing this kickback thing. We want to give an opportunity. Therefore, I want to thank Fortis Watch again. We're gonna explain more very soon about our sponsorship there. Not sponsorship, it's a partnership. And about Richings Media and obviously Boss, we want to say thank you. And we're creating this wildcard contest because we want attention drawn to everybody's accounts, to all the loopers out there. We could always, the way we operated in the past was we just invite people, but we want to give everyone a chance. So everybody really try and take this opportunity serious, be responsible about it. Find a looper if you have one that is fuzzy, or just use the one that works well. Create a wild card. You have time until the 23rd of May. I just want to say thank you very, very much to everyone. Sinjo, thank you so much. If you need help with, recording, or if you need help with mixing and mastering, please reach out to Sinjo. It's really important that you follow the rules. If you make mistakes with the rules when it comes to mixing and audio mastering, you will have to also talk with Sinjo. This is really important. But follow Sinjo, please. It's Sinjo, and then it's the _ SBX on Instagram. Rhythmind It's just Ritmind on Instagram. Follow please Berrywam as well. There's some amazing cool things coming there. They dropped a new single. I love it. It's called Give It Up. We talked about it many times. We all listened to it, but go listen again and share it with your friends. Great shout out and many greetings to France, to Berrywam, and to Ritmind. Thank you, Inky. Greetings to you to Russia. Follow inky.beatbox on Instagram. I mean, all kinds of sorts of questions that you have. If you are curious about anything and you want to learn something, there is a coursework of Inky. Go and check it out. And other than that, I can say everyone in the kickback battle, you know, good luck with the wild cards. And then the last shout out goes out to Scott Jackson, that is waking up very early, that is here for us. I really appreciate you so much for being here with us. We're going to have a lot of more streams coming. I hope you're going to be in it. Much love to you. And your Instagram handle is worth it to follow as well. It's Scott Jackson, if that's right, or Scott_Scott.Jackson.
No, I got played against Scott Jackson BB, and I never even thought to put an X on there. Someone asked me that one time, like, what happened to BBX? And I'm like, beatbox.
It's BB.
Not...
That's okay. And then the last thing, you know, so go follow Scott Jackson. It's Scott Jackson BB on Instagram. Check out his work. I hope you can perform more soon. Check out the podcast. I hope we can run this more. And thank you so much for investigating, you know, into so many people's lives and that you can present them on your show. And the very last shout out goes out to everybody that became a YouTube member today. You know how much this means to us. We are in need of help. We want to build community. So I'm really grateful for all the support you gave us today. Everybody that was encouraged, you know, and brave enough to give their membership to us and has the respect and the patience to wait to see what we're going to do. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for everything. I'm very grateful. And again, happy RC-505 day.
Yeah, Paponi, ladies and gentlemen.
I just want to point out.
The last thing, just always stay nice. And this is important. I will do this in the future streams. I'm going to be always really nice. Tomorrow we have the next one. Me and Sinjo and Dilo. So Dilo, Sinjo, and me are going to watch and react to GBB wildcards. Next week with Reaps 1, and there's a lot of more streams coming. And don't forget, the 13th and the 14th of May, we announce the winners of the GBB wildcard. So stay tuned for this kind of stuff.
I don't wanna be nice to Dilo.
Wow. That's okay.
With that being said.
Shout out to Hobbit. Sorry, I got to call you out on the Scott Jackson. According to Hobbit, it's not Scott Jackson BB, it's Scott Jackson Bad Boy. Hey.
Hey, call me mister. Come on, everybody. Coming at you live and direct right here. Put on a big silly voice.
I'm done with the bad dad jokes today. I'm too tired. My brain is not working anymore. Thanks for having me, guys. Hey.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we're going to be having SBX Kickback 2021 Boss RC-505 Loop Station Edition. The wild card is currently open right now through to the 23rd. Big up, Hobbit. I love that. That's a funny thing, made me laugh. But seriously, from now to the 23rd, get your wild cards in. Huge prizes coming. Big ups to all our sponsors making this possible. Thank you guys for tuning in today. And congratulations to our RC-505 winners that won today for watching the streams. It's important that you guys come in and check out the streams and stick on, because you never know what's going to be given away here on Swissbeatbox. We'll be having more prizes throughout, and I wish you all the best of luck. We're going to have this battle. Once again, I'm looking forward. June 3rd will be our stream to go and announce the winners, and then we'll get busy with the battles. Good luck to everybody. Keep looping. Get looping with it. Get loopy, all those good things. But aside from that, from everybody here at Swissbeatbox, thank you very much. Call your friends and family, tell them you love them, give a high five to somebody, and press a button and see what happens, you know? Wow! Get it going on like this and like that. RC-505 day popping off. We're signing off here. Swissbeatbox Kickback Battle. And that's time.
God bless.